So here's what went down. Noah Lyles came out of the tunnel for the 200-meter finals with an entrance that was, well, something straight out of a WWE playbook. Lyles was bouncing around like he was about to step into a wrestling ring, to put it mildly. But that's where the problem started. Not everyone was thrilled about this entrance. Some folks thought it was a bit much for an Olympic event, where the focus is usually on the competition itself rather than the showmanship. The Olympics have always been about athletes representing their countries with pride, and for many, that means showcasing their skill and dedication on the track, not turning the event into a personal performance. And then there was the part where Lyles accidentally knocked over some equipment during his entrance. Yeah, you heard that right. He ended up damaging some of the Olympic equipment, which caused a delay as officials had to fix things up before the race could start. This wasn't just a minor issue, it disrupted the flow of the event and likely added to the tension for the other athletes who were preparing to run. This entrance, combined with the equipment mishap, didn't sit well with a lot of people. Critics were quick to point out that the Olympics is about sportsmanship, discipline, and respect for the competition, not about making yourself the center of attention. Many people felt that Lyle's entrance crossed a line. The Olympics is a sacred tradition, and for some, Lyle's behavior came off as disrespectful to the spirit of the games. They argued that while showmanship has its place, the Olympics might not be the right stage for it, especially when it disrupts the event. What made things even more controversial was the fact that Lyles had been battling COVID-19 during the Games. After the race, where he finished with a bronze medal, it was revealed that he was dealing with the virus. This led to even more questions. If he was so sick, how was he able to pull off such an energetic entrance? It just didn't add up for a lot of people. The contrast between his energetic entrance and his post-race fatigue left many questioning the authenticity of his condition at the time. Was he putting on a show, or was this a case of adrenaline taking over despite his illness? Either way, it raised eyebrows and added fuel to the ongoing debate about whether his actions were appropriate. Now, after all this, the media had a field day. Some outlets questioned whether Lyles should have even been allowed to compete. They argued that Lyles' entrance was irresponsible and distracted from the seriousness of the event. There was also concern about the message this sent to other athletes and the public. Was it okay to compete while sick, potentially risking the health of others just to maintain a personal brand? The media's scrutiny didn't just focus on Lyles' entrance, but also on the broader implications of his actions during a global event that values sportsmanship above all. And let's not forget the fans. Opinions were all over the place. Some people were cheering him on, saying he's just being himself and that his entrance was a way to hype himself up for the race. They appreciated his flair and saw it as part of his unique personality. For these fans, Lyles brought a level of entertainment that made the race more exciting, but others weren't so forgiving. They felt that the whole thing was a bit too much, especially for an athlete who's representing his country on the world stage. They argued that there's a time and place for showmanship, and the Olympics, with its emphasis on tradition and respect, wasn't it? For them, Lyles' actions were more about self-promotion than representing his country with dignity. So what do you guys think? Should this kind of behavior be allowed at the Olympics, or does it take away from the spirit of the games? Are we moving toward a time where the line between athlete and entertainer is blurred, or should we hold on to the traditional values that have defined the Olympics for over a century? Leave your opinion down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.